What's up, everybody?
Yo.
Well, y'all got some lights up in here. How many of y'all like tattoos? I love tattoos. And I'm dying to get a real one. That's not to say these aren't real. They're real. It's not like these scratches now. Though if there was a scratch and sniff tattoo, I would definitely be up for getting my nuts done up like the Eminem character. I got all mine. I never got any of mine in a shop. I had to go to some of the roughest gated communities the state of Florida had to offer to get the ones I got. I couldn't ever stay out of trouble. I was always in and out, more in than out. And when you live life like that, it's like being invited to an orgy on the set of my 600-pound life. No matter how well it goes, it's never going to be good. Looking back on my childhood, I feel like my parents' sole priority was to train me just for prison life. Man, I can remember coming home from school and my room would be wrecked, clothes thrown everywhere, sheets ripped off my mattress. And when I think back, that's exactly how my cell would look like after a shakedown. Those officers didn't know they were fucking with a trained professional. Man, I was a master at hiding cigarettes, pornography, and drugs before I ever left home. And I didn't have to go to prison to figure out I didn't want something stuck in my butt. And I didn't have to go there to figure out how to stop it from happening. Man, I remember being a kid in the 80s and I got sick, and my mom popped up with a 12-pack of suppositories. And she had my 300-pound dad hold me down, and we fought for 45 minutes before they gave up. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you not one of them made it in my head. But I had so many fingernail scratches around my asshole, it probably looked like a cat had tried to claw its way in there, motherfucker. Straight up. And I didn't have to go to prison to learn how to fight. I had a 300-pound dad, had no problem putting his hands, feet, or a belt on me. And my mom's weapon of choice was a braided switch. Man, I used to have so many bruises, welts, and lash marks in different stages of healing. Blue, green, brown, black. Man, for most of my childhood, my ass looked like it was sponsored by Monsignor. And I didn't have to go to prison to learn how to occupy my idle time. I started running away by 9, and by 11, I was such a professional at fleeing and eluding. My mom had my dad put screws outside my window and turn my door handle around so he could lock me in. Shit, by the time I did make it to the big house, I'd already mastered drawing, reading, and jacking off. I turned my efforts to a new level, and I built me a fat girl. That's what I said. I built me a fat girl. See, it starts with a fifi. A fifi is an office-sized garbage bag you straighten out and roll it up into a folded towel and squirt some lotion in the end of it. You just made a fifi, also known as a fuckhole. Now you take that fifi and you roll it up into a folded blanket, and then roll it up into your mat. You tie off both ends with your sheets. You just made a fat girl. It's got the wide grips, the sloppy wet hole, and you don't have to feed it, kiss it, or talk to it. Straight up. My disclaimer and all that is, I do believe it takes a bigger band to make better music. And my most frequently used kitchen appliance in my apartment right now is my deep fryer. We can be friends. I'm just Jay, everybody.